Does your HVAC filter look like this? It needs to look like this. Hopefully you can tell a difference, because that is gross. You need to change it out every so often to make sure that you have clean air going throughout your house and making sure that your HVAC system runs properly. So stay tuned. So first, when you look at your HVAC system, you need to know where the air intake is. Okay, so this duct here that runs down to the filter and then into our furnace, that's where all of the air gets kind of taken out of our house and put into our furnace. Typically, it'll go through an intake that looks like this, but again, that air will go through that ductwork into the filter, and then through our HVAC and throughout our house. Okay, so when we change our filter, which is roughly about there, that's where my filter is. If we don't change it, it can cause problems in the long run. Okay, it can cause the furnace to short cycle. It can cause pollens and dust particles to be in the air, and it could potentially make us sick with the sniffles and things. So if we look, that is gross. It's brown, it's gray, it's been in there for 2 months, and that's all the dust particles that it's caught. Our new one, notice the difference, how white it is. It's not as brown, and we're going to change it out. We're going to make it good as new. So the first thing you need to realize is you need to find out what size filter that you need. Okay, so mine takes a 16 by 25 by 1. Then you also need to figure out which way the airflow needs to flow. So this is from the intake into our HVAC system. So we'll need to remember that here in a little bit. So when we figure that stuff out, we find the arrow, and this is a new model from Second Nature, and I'll talk about Second Nature in a little bit. Okay, we need to make sure that the airflow arrow is pointing the correct way. So it's going to go from our air intake into the filter and then into the HVAC system and then out throughout the house. So we slide it in, I put my cap back on, and it's honestly that easy to change your filter. Some places might be in a little bit different area, so just kind of do your research and figure it out. But again, clean air, thumbs up. Now, where I get my filters from is a website called Second Nature. They do fridge filters and air filters, and they can be mailed to your house. Any size that you can think of, any model that you can think of, they have it. So all we need to do is we click Get Started, how many filters you need, then you type in your size, or you can put in your size, and they have just about any size available. I mean, it's down to the 1/4 inch that you can choose from. So once you get that size figured out, you can then choose what style or what make or model of air filter that you need. So as you can see, you know, the ones can filter out different things. Then you can set up your own schedule. So if you want it every 1 month, 2 months, custom schedule, whatever you want, it'll ship then on those dates. The reason I like Second Nature is because I don't have to think about when I need to change my stuff out. It shows up every 2 months, I get billed for it, and then I'm good to go that way. So check out Second Nature, use the link in the description below, and hopefully you can enjoy the same mailing service that I do. Thanks for watching this week's Tell, and check back next week for our new video on Wednesday. Thanks everybody. Have a good week.